Lesson 1, Angle Relationships Vocabulary. We're going to use this word bank at the bottom to fill in the blanks above. So let's look at this first angle. So this angle is an acute angle. Its vertex is here, and its line segments are here. The measure of an acute angle is less than 90 degrees, less than 90 degrees. This is how you would draw it. Okay, so that's an acute angle, and it is less than 90 degrees. The next angle, this is an obtuse angle. Its vertex is here, and the line segments are here. This is how you would draw it. An obtuse angle is greater than 90 degrees. And this angle is a right angle. Vertex is here, line segments here and here. And this is how you draw a right angle. Its angle measure is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, next we have these two angles. And when I look at their measures here and here, they are the same. They are equal. So you would call those congruent angles. Same size and shape. How you indicate it is using the squiggly equal sign. That means congruent. So angle R is congruent to angle S. They are the same size and shape. Okay, here we have two angles, A and B, and together they make a complementary angle. Complementary. And when you add them together, they will equal 90 degrees. Complementary equals 90. Last, we have these two angles. These are called supplementary angles. When you add these together, they will equal 180 degrees. Okay, this is a little way to remember the difference between complementary and supplementary. So complementary can go like the C in the 90. Complementary angles are 90 degrees, equal 90 degrees. Supplementary angles equal 180 degrees. Okay, now we're going to take a look at this transversal. So A and B, lines A and B, are parallel lines. They go on in either direction and they never cross. Line P intersects them. It crosses over them. Line P is a transversal. You can think of these as streets in a city, and the train crosses right over them. Train, transversal, train tracks. All right, angles 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3, 4, 5, and 6, all in between your parallel lines, are called interior angles. In between the lines. And angles 1, 2, 7, and 8 are outside of those lines, and they are exterior angles. Angles 5 and 6. 5 and 6, they are right next to each other. So they are adjacent. Next, angles 2 and 3. Angles 2 and 3 are across from each other. They are vertical angles. Angles 4 and 8. Well, if I look at these 4, angle 4 is in the bottom right. And if I look at these 4, 8 is in the bottom right. So these two angles are corresponding angles. Angles 3 and 6. Well, this is an interior angle, and so is this. And it looks like 1 is on one side of the transversal and 6 is on the other. So they're across the tracks from each other. So these are considered interior, alternate interior. Angles 2 and 7. Well, these are exterior angles, and they are also across from each other. So these are alternate exterior. Angles 3 and 5. These are interior, and they're on the same side of the transversal. So these are called same side interior. And angles 1 and 7 are exterior. They're on the same side of the transversal, so they are same side exterior. Okay, let's take a look at the types of angles that we have. So adjacent angles like 5 and 6 that are next to each other. Well, this is an obtuse angle, and this is an acute angle. So that means that adjacent angles make an acute obtuse pair. They're supplementary. When you put them together, they equal 180 degrees. Next are the vertical angles, like 2 and 3. So if I look at angle 2, it's acute. And if I look at angle 3, it's also acute. So these angles are congruent. Angles 4 and 8 are corresponding. This is an obtuse angle, and so is 8. So both of them are congruent. They are both obtuse. Alternate interior, 3 and 6. So this is an acute and this is an acute. So alternate interior angles are congruent. 2 and 7 are alternate exterior. This is acute and this is acute. So that means they are congruent. 3 and 5 are same side interior. Angle 3 is acute. Angle 5 is obtuse. So 3 and 5 make an acute obtuse pair. Put together, they'd be supplementary. They'd equal 180 degrees. Same side exterior are 1 and 7. So 1 is obtuse, 7 is acute. So they also form an acute obtuse pair, which makes them supplementary.